Okay, what's up, everybody? Randonauts podcast. We scheduled John McAfee, but I don't know if he's gonna show up. We're just gonna start anyway. Fuck, dude, this week's been pretty cool. Like, a lot of people recorded videos. Because like we're going through this like moment in time in history where we're all getting locked down and like can't leave our houses, but like in a lot of areas you can still leave your house at this moment to take a walk, you know what I mean? And so a lot of people have been at home and they think, well, I can take a walk. I'm gonna try randonauting for the first time, and people are making videos on YouTube and posting these videos on YouTube of just their randonaut experiences. So that's a pretty cool thing that's happened like this week. Is people? Did you watch any of those videos that people made, Nick?
No, I actually haven't seen any of those. I've been trying to stay off my phone like kind of as much as possible lately.
They made it. They made it pretty cool. Like there's been some good randonaut finds in the last.
Hey, John's in here.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going? Oh,
I think
we can't hear you.
I think you're muted.
There we go. How you doing, John?
I was just fucking with you. I was just mouthing. I was going.
That's great.
I love it.
That's great. What's up, John? So this is the Randonauts podcast. We'd like to welcome you. This community, we use a random number generator to generate random locations, and people just visit those locations and find weird stuff sometimes. So,
okay, that's fine with me as long as my location is not good. I give a flying fuck about any other location.
So what do you think about that concept, John, that people are just visiting random locations just to sort of like go places where their conscious mind wouldn't like even know existed?
Oh, Jesus God, you guys are deep, huh? Okay, this is late in the evening for me, which is okay. But you'll have to bear with me. There are how many of us on this line? 2, 3?
That's me, Comrade, and Nick Hinton. So 2 people.
4. Pardon?
No, me, you, and Comrade. Yeah. It's 3 of us.
Okay, 3. Okay, 3. If the 3 of us are going to venture, but is this audio only? I don't see.
I'll go on video with you, John. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. If we're going that deep, you had better be prepared.
Let's do it.
All right. Ask the question one more time in a very succinct and focused manner.
What do you think, basically, the basic concept, what do you think about the basic concept of randonauting, where we're using a quantum random number generator to visit random locations to sort of seek blind spots or places we don't know in the landscape?
Have you people ever actually watched sorry your own thoughts about anything? I mean, you're just sitting there watching TV or waiting for the mashed potatoes to boil or whacking off
Oh yeah, I'm all about observing my own thoughts.
Okay, well then, if you can make fucking sense out of your own thoughts, then good God, people, after this podcast, get in touch with me personally, because I want whatever you have.
So a big part of the Randonauts thing is like being intentional and like it's a sort of mind matter interaction theory that, like, if you are being intentional, basically you'll seek what you find, and people find that they find what they're kind of looking for in random places.
Oh, I see where you guys are going. Let me ask you a question. Who is the one who intends? Who intends? Who is the intentioner? The thing, that person, that being, that entity, who intends to either do, act, feel, see, become?
I guess you're referring to the ego?
I'm not, hey, I don't have a goddamn clue. I'm asking you. You talked about intention. Well, who's intending is my goddamn question.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I would say it's the ego that longs to find something.
Well, you have conscious intention.
Okay, can you please? I'm sorry, before we go on. Yeah, listen, I'm not familiar with a lot of these terms. Can you send me a photo, please, of the ego? Or like a paragraph write-up that explains it in fullness or something before we continue, because that ego is a fucking word, people. As if a word explains jack fucking shit. It does not. Well, it might work. However, send me the photo. That means something. Oh, I see the ego. Yeah. Hey, Janice, you seen the ego? Here it is. No, send it to me and we'll continue. Otherwise, ask me a real fucking question, people.
Well, what about like conscious intentions versus unconscious intentions? Right? Is that better?
Conscious versus the unconscious. As if you motherfuckers understood even the slightest what that thin fucking line between conscious and unconscious really is. Because that thin line is nothing, people, more than attention. If you're paying attention, you're conscious. If you're not, you're unconscious. So the question is, people, what is it that you are paying attention?
So that's something that
what are you paying attention to, people? I'm sorry. I will overspeak you when I choose. I'm so sorry. I'm 74.
You're our guest. You're our guest, John.
I have the right to do so. Please take no offense.
You're our guest. You can talk all you want. But one thing we found is that when you go to these random locations and you just start looking at random locations, it kind of trains an attention response, and then people sort of are becoming more aware of their environment because they're looking, right? And they're paying attention. And so you start to notice.
Listen, you're talking about an esoteric science of which I know little. I can talk about women if anybody wants to discuss that subject. I have great experience. I can talk about breaking the law, going to jail, becoming a financial success, starting a business. But this location thing, you must please ignore my ignorance on locations. And my locations have been, am I out of the country yet? Can I breathe easier? That's a location that matters to me. I'm sorry, continue.
Well, what do you think about, so we kind of like asked the community like some questions they had for you. And like, what do you think about UFOs, John? Like, where do you stand on that?
Who has not seen a UFO? I mean, a UFO is something in the sky that you and your mind and your sensibilities and experience have been unable to identify. That's why it's called the unidentified flying object. Listen, I can't count the number of objects in the sky that I could not have identified. I mean, I don't know, maybe a hawk flying by, an ex-wife throwing a plate at me while I'm escaping in the middle of the night. I don't fucking know, but I've seen many. And if you have not, then move out of this basement, because the world is full of UFOs. Now, did any of them leave an impression upon me, which I would go, you know what? We need to dig into that shit. No. Why did it leave no impression? Because I'm more goddamn concerned about the wife who threw the plate at me, and I didn't quite identify it, but I knew it was something. Whose lawyer is demanding another $20 fucking million. Now that, yes, that's important. The fact that something flew through the sky, which may have been a flying saucer, and may have been that 1801 George Washington goddamn plate worth $500,000. I don't really know. I just know that it did not hit me in the back of the head. Therefore, I will leave it to another day to consider.
Yeah, I understand completely. Yeah. Well, another question we had from the community was like, do you have any stories about like Russian hackers?
What? Do I have any stories about Russian? I don't know. Really. You may have scheduled this podcast with some dude named McAfee, who's a football player, or the gatekeeper at the McAfee Stadium in used to be called McAfee Stadium in Oakland or something. But no, you've booked this interview with John McAfee, the founder of the world's largest computer security company. Now, if you think I'm sorry, please. I'm 74. Okay, let's diverge to a far more important subject. I'm 74 years old. I mean, if I live another year, then holy fuck me, the universe has missed an opportunity to wipe clean some DNA, right? So, no. This is the only thing that's important to me. I'm still breathing, mofos, in spite of having consumed more goddamn drugs than you and 200 of your friends can carry. You know, most of it up my fucking nose. All right. So now, the fact that I at 74, and by the way, people, I'll be 75 in just 4 goddamn months. September 18th, 1940 fucking 5. Exactly 1 month after the end of World War II. I hope there's no significance. But in any case, yeah, so I was born in England, where you were allowed 2 ounces of butter a week. I was born in that shit. And people wonder why I gobble up every fucking item at Thanksgiving. Well, fuck yes, look where I was born. That's insignificant and a totally different story.
Did you? I heard that you created like a yoga school.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
You know why? Here's why. Well, I've always done yoga. I got into transcendental meditation in the 1960s, 70s, 60s and 70s. A great discipline, and got into yoga. But I founded the Relational Yoga Mandaran in Colorado on the slopes of Pikes Peak at 10,000 feet. The most gorgeous place you've ever goddamn seen. Cost me $20 million, but who cares? I got more pussy from those 3 years of running that yoga center.
I bet.
I've gotten in the rest of my fucking life. Keep in mind, I'm 74, but I do have 47. Well, sorry, Janice, baby. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I got 48 children. Some dude from Louisiana got in touch with me through some genetic goddamn testing. Who isn't out there doing that shit, by the way? You need to stop. I mean, stop now. But in any case, that's a different story. No, contact 48 children. Best I can count, over 100 grandchildren and almost 20 great grandchildren.
Congratulations, John.
Fuck you. It cost me a goddamn fortune. I mean, that was half of my life is paying for those bitches. All right. Half of which I'm not even sure. I'm sorry. This is before genetic testing.
Right. But now they're hitting you up.
Right.
You got your DNA.
Right. After genetic testing, far fewer women came forward. Nevertheless, I never denied having had intimate congress with any of them because I did. Yes. Is it possible? Possibly. Fuck me. Maybe. What is it worth to you? Well, I don't know. You tell me what it's going to cost me per month for how many years, and I'll tell you if I want to go to court. I mean, if it costs me less than $250,000, fuck yes, sign the contract. Let's move on, which is what I always do. However, I'm believing that most of those women, this is how stupid you get when you get older, who claim that the baby that popped out within 9 months of having had intimate communion with my own body, I just said, okay, what do you want? So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get 5 children.
John, what do you think about synchronicity?
Synchronicity? You mean two things happening simultaneously. Let me clue you into something, my friend. In every fucking slice of time, I don't give a shit how tiny you slice it. A trillionth of a second. In that trillionth of a second, there are a trillion things happening. So ignore that as anything that can ever happen. Understanding reality. Sorry, no. I laugh not at me or thee, but, well, Janice, oh, whatever, I found it. It doesn't matter, I lost my ear. And not my ear. Listen, there have been rumors for years I was a zombie, but no, this has nothing to do with that. My ear, you can still see, is both. That's my ear's still on, baby?
Yeah.
Good.
John, what do you think? Have you heard of the Princeton and Engineering Anomaly Research Lab?
The what?
The
what?
of consciousness influencing random number generators.
Well, listen. First of all, let's start with this, can we? Let's define, and by defining, therefore confine, consciousness. Do that for me while I have another drink of Irish whiskey. I'll give you 20 seconds.
Consciousness. Nick, you got any ideas?
That which is aware, or that which observes.
Oh, dude, you just lost. I'm sorry. You guys go back to sleep. No,
I'm not very zen.
Because that which you said just observes, meaning I'm sitting in the goddamn theater watching this movie, which is either horrific or beatific or somewhere in between. And I'm sitting here you can't put no goddamn responsibility on me for watching this movie. Why? I am the observer. If I'm the observer, is there any good or bad? No. Right or wrong? No. It's just a fucking movie. The movie about which and of which I have no connection or responsibility. Now, to me, that, my friends, is consciousness. And if that's consciousness, if that's consciousness, what the fuck do you think it has to do with anything that ever happens? And here's a toast to you, by the way. I've been drinking. Listen, you call me this time of night.
Jameson, man after my own heart. I like Jameson too, John.
Jameson, I'm an Irishman. Listen,
I like Jameson too. But so
my wife has not pulled out a weapon yet, so I can talk to you freely. At a certain point at night, just going, dude, you're done for the day. And this is my last interview for the day, by the way.
So
because
John,
my voice gets bad and so on. But no.
Were you saying that consciousness is something more fundamental?
No, I'd say consciousness is the observer.
Okay.
And as the observer, you must be disconnected 1,000,000,000% from the action. If there is no observer, action difference.
So what you're saying is, so they have observed some effect of consciousness, conscious intention affecting random number generators.
Which conscious? The observer? What's he doing? Is he running upstairs to the projection room and going, I don't like this movie, change the number? No, please God. You just said, you kind of agreed, consciousness is the observer, that which watches. Just do nothing but watch. That's just to me. And I do not insist. And if in fact, if it benefits your users, your followers, and yourself, I will switch to the opposite perspective. Whoa, whoa. Listen, consciousness is the driving force of this fucking universe. Do you understand? That which is aware of itself is not a fucking observer. No. It's the initiator of reality, the initiator of all of life. It is that which we have been trying to become for 50,000 years, people. No, so I can play that one if you want. I'm easy. Or I can go back to consciousness is an observer, nothing more. Fuck you people who think it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one. Pick one. I'll play either role you choose.
Mm-hmm. So,
Irish whiskey.
would you say you're
Let me ask you a question.
John? Are you a trickster type?
The trickster type. Yes. Listen, whenever people use the word trickster, anywhere on this planet, I get 3 cents, 3 US dollar pennies. No, yes, if I'm not the trickster, then who, please God, the fuck is?
Right. So, another question from the community was, would you ever start a rap career?
A what?
Like hip hop rap sort of.
First and foremost, I would like, I mean, listen, I've been very mellow, non-demanding throughout this entire interview. I would like now some proof right here, right now, that you actually have a single person listening to this podcast. If you can provide that proof, then I'll answer your fucking question. Meanwhile, this goddamn Jameson whiskey and water. when it's
It's a
the last
pre-recorded podcast.
when it's the last podcast of the day. Fuck you guys. I'm drinking.
Dude, you're doing so awesome. I'm so glad you're drinking. That makes me feel better. I'll drink with you.
As you wish. No. Okay, what was the question? I'll answer it. Fuck everything else. Everything else is garbage. I've just been enjoying myself and
No, we're just hanging out, John. This is great.
Are we? No. Oh, you did not answer the question. Do you actually have any subscribers? Is anybody listening to this other than the two of you? Which I don't give a shit one way or the other, but I'm curious.
We got like 2,000 on our last one with David Metcalfe and Joseph Matheny.
So the David Metcalfe got 2,000. Fuck, we're probably going to get 12. 12, not 1,200. No, just 12, maybe 9. I don't fucking know. But no more than 20 people will listen to this shit. That's for sure.
No,
that's okay.
We'll probably get a few hundred.
So you've been doing a lot of podcasts lately. Is there a reason for that? Is there a specific message that you're trying to tell people?
Yeah, the biggest message is the mainstream media tells you nothing. How long have we been on together? More than 3 minutes. No,
right.
I've been on CNN, Fox, CNBC. You give me a fucking channel RT more than 100 times in my life. Not one time, even on RT, where they never interrupt me, was I able to get anything across. Why? It's all timed. You got 3 minutes to 4 minutes, 30 seconds. That's extraordinary. Like what Janice and I did. Neil Cavuto on Fox News, where we had planned this in advance, where she I got to tell the story. It's good. So now Neil Cavuto, baby, Janice, she got these goddamn noise canceling earphones that would cancel a nuclear explosion 3 centimeters from her ear. Janice, no fucking way. You're fucking with me.
Mercury time.
No, you're not. Can you come? I'm sorry. Yeah.
So John, like,
listen,
are you
technology, guys? You got to be aware of this shit.
Hi, Janice. Hi, Janice.
Hello.
I was corresponding with you. Hi, Janice. Nice.
Hi, how are you?
So you're booking everybody. Thank you. That was very nice of you to book us. Like, thank you very much, Janice.
Of course, no problem at all.
They're asking why I would.
This is great.
Why I would actually go on a podcast.
Because I help out.
Yeah. No, but what I was trying to tell them at the time that you and I were on Neil Cavuto, they said 3 minutes max, Fox News.
So, yeah, and we were on for 20 minutes.
We're on for over 20 minutes.
Really?
Why? But I told Jan, I said, listen, when I make a certain sign, you come into the screen, no matter what anybody says, because you're live on Fox. You lean over so that your tits are almost hanging out. And need some water. Meanwhile, I have some
a G-string.
A G-string.
They were a leopard print G-string.
Leopard print G-string, where you would normally put a handkerchief, and it looked like a handkerchief until I pulled it out. So in the first 30 seconds, I pulled out this G-string, held it up like this. Now, I've said no illegal words. The Federal Communication Commission could say nothing. I broke no law. I pulled out a handkerchief. It looked like a G-string. And I wiped my forehead and my cheeks with it. Put it back in my pocket, which was the signal for Janet to come over to give me water and lean over where her tits were almost falling out. Now, we're in
Arizona.
In Arizona, Phoenix. We're in Phoenix. Fox is broadcasting live from New York. So we're in a satellite office. We've only got the cameraman. They got no muscle, no local security that can say, we're going to shoot you in the head if you don't. And, you know, no, nothing. The cameraman is looking around helplessly like, what do I do? But he can't do anything. He's got to keep the camera on us. So we kept playing with him for 20 fucking minutes, and we were live for 20 fucking minutes.
On live TV. That's amazing.
On live Fox News.
Yeah, if you watch the video, you'll see that whenever John was talking and he was doing stuff, they had the camera only on Neil Cavuto.
On Neil Cavuto. So
but you could hear John talking.
You see Neil Cavuto with his arms crossed, and I'm going things like, oh, fuck those people. Yeah. so, and they're bleeping, and there's me being bleeped, and there's Neil Cavuto for 30 seconds. So that's when I decided, you know, this is such a farce. This is not communicating anything to anybody other than, can we laugh? Yeah, well, fuck me. We can always laugh. I'm not imparting anything. So I stopped. I don't do it anymore. I've been on CNN National News for a total of more than 9 hours total. If you start 25 years ago, same thing with Fox almost. But no, why am I talking to you? Because even if you claim you've got probably 50 people listening to this, I suspect probably less than 3, maybe 2. But even if it's 2, that's 2 plus the 2 of you. If there are in fact 2 of you, maybe just one person with 2 voices, because I don't think you got 10 faces. No, do you? Of course you might. No. So does it matter? No. I have skated, danced, fought, loved, suffered, hurt, exalted, and reached the bottom on this planet in my 74 years. I cannot conceive of a more beautiful story
I agree.
Than the life of humankind on this planet. Jesus, people, look at the opportunity. But in order to dance and skate and feel the rays of the sun on your skin, you have to be free. And you are not. And I will not leave this spinning globe without trying with the last ounce of my breath to wake you up, to reach out and touch your hands, stroke your face, look into your eyes, and tell you life is not free. You have to reach out. You have to have courage. If you have no strength and courage, if you have no courage and strength, and if you have both and you're not here by my side, then fuck you, because you are not part of the human race.
Wow, I love that.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you just kind of hanging out and like speaking your mind, dude. It really is important to us that people just say what they want, and
people need to hear stuff like this. So you would say one of your goals is that you want to wake people up before you leave here?
Yes. If not, You are already people sleeping through a worldwide lockdown.
Right.
Telling you to go home, close your door to the outside world, lock it and stay there. Come out only if it's an emergency. You need food. We're about to die and you need the hospital. That's it. Janice and I lived for a week in Spain, the most locked down nation on this globe. I was
what do you
almost
think
arrested twice. I was almost arrested twice in 2 weeks. First time because I am a driver. I'm 74. I can barely see. If I could have a driver's license, I'd be more than happy. And in most circumstances, I drive anyway. However, under martial law, we were accosted by 2 officers who go, "What are you fucking doing?" Fortunately, I'm an old man, crippled. Lo siento, pero tengo 7 corazones y no puedo oír o ver nada. Listen, people, I'm 74 years old. I'm an old man. I can't hear or see shit, but I'm starving and need some goddamn food, which is legal. Now, listen to me. They hear, number one, I'm definitely a foreigner. My Spanish is crude, but intelligible. Therefore, what option do they have other than, oh, some goddamn foreigner stuck here? We need to support those mofos, right? Because I'm going to go home and talk to the press. So, yes, the next day, we're in a goddamn supermarket. Because I go out every day. When I was there, I did. Why? I wanted to see what's happening. So in the grocery store, the only place you can go, other than the hospital in Spain, if you're caught out doing something other than that, you go to jail. So now, the second day, I'm in the supermarket. Again, I'm 74. My ears are not the best. If I'm out somewhere and you're trying to make me understand something, you'd better goddamn get close to my ear. So my driver, Roman, was going, not whispering, talking. I mean, 2 serious motherfucking security people show up. We just broke the law. We violated the 1 meter rule, the 3 feet rule, meaning you may not get closer than 3 feet to another person. Touch another person? Well, that's going to be life in prison. I don't know, maybe beheading. I don't fucking know. But no, they're about to arrest us again. My idiotic Spanish from an elderly, crippled old man who was unfortunately stuck there, which was the truth. Lo siento, señores. Lo siento, pero no puedo oír nada. I'm sorry, but I can't hear anything. I'm 74. And before they get there, I'm already bent at the spine so that my head is about the level of my ball sack, right? So I'm already an old crippled man, right? So, and I'm pleading again in broken Spanish. No, we lived with that for a goddamn week before we escaped. They say, a week, who cares? If I'd lived any longer than that, I would have hung myself from my neighbor's balcony above me. No. No. We're living in scary times, people. And what happened to Janice and I, you think that's not going to happen to you? I don't give a flying fuck where you are. We're just on the leading goddamn edge. America, England, France, name it. You're going to be there, if not tomorrow, then next week. Or at the latest, the week after. Wake the fuck up. Well, I'm sorry. What is it? You guys are professionals. I'm not talking to the listeners anymore. Fuck you, listeners. No, I'm talking to you guys. See, I bought this monstrosity. You can't see, can you? Who gets the shit? what is the screen? I've had this for months. I mean, I've been working with the screen, licking it, getting close to it, shit like that. What's it? Can you help me out?
With that mic?
Yes.
Horrible. Yeah. I just threw 2 of them away.
You what?
I just threw 2 of them away. They're worthless.
No. Fuck you guys. I'm talking about the goddamn screen. Look at this. Can you not see this? There's this thing, all right, which has an infinite number of positions. What's it for? What is it for? That's what I'm asking. You understand?
And it's to go pa-pa-ta-ta and spit.
Ta-ta, spit.
It's like a.
Do you hear any of that shit?
Filter. It's a
Yeah.
pop filter. But yeah, thanks, John. Thank you for joining us, man. That was fun as hell. Cheers to you.
Thank you.
Like, good luck to you on your travels. Like, luck, man.
Thank you very much. Listen, if you actually have a podcast,
We do.
and there's been people listening,
Yes.
send a link on Twitter. This is our deal,
We will.
right?
Yes, that's our deal.
On Twitter, you tweet something, send Janice the link. I'll retweet it.
We
You'll
will.
get